Students, this is Shalini teacher. Welcome to Module 3 and our today's topic of discussion will be powers of legislature. Let me recapitulate the chapter with the help of a flowchart of the organs of the government. Under the block of legislature, we have Council of States and House of the People. Under the block of executive, we have the President, Vice President, Prime Minister and Council of Ministers. Under the block of judiciary, we have Chief Justice of India, Supreme Court and High Court. Let me explain you the legislative powers with the help of this flowchart. Union list. It has subjects of national importance. Union alone can make laws. It has subjects like defense, banking, etc. State list has subjects of local and state importance. State government alone can make laws. And it has subjects like police, trade, etc. Concurrent list has subjects of common interest both to center and state. Both the center and state can frame laws. It has subjects like education, forest, trade, etc. What is an ordinance and when it can be passed comes under legislative powers. The President may promulgate an ordinance at a time when the Parliament is not in session. All ordinances must be laid before both the houses for their approval. Ordinances cease to operate, that means stops to operate, at the expiration of 6 weeks. The time period mentioned here, remember, is 6 weeks from the reassembly of the Parliament. That is, when the Parliament again comes to session, unless they are approved by the houses. Houses, Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha. Another important power is the emergency power of the Parliament. Parliament can make laws on the subjects of the state list if Rajya Sabha passes a resolution. What are the executive powers of the Parliament? What is a question hour? By asking questions to the ministers during this time in order to gather information. This is an important part of the Parliament. In the first hour of a session of India's Lok Sabha is devoted to questions that members of the Parliament raise about any aspect of administrative activity. The concerned minister is obliged to answer to the Parliament either orally or in writing, depending on the type of question raised. Adjournment motion is another power. By moving this motion, where a member of the Parliament might want to draw the attention to a matter of urgent public importance. A proposal to keep aside all other business and take up a definite matter of urgent importance is called an adjournment motion. Adjourn means to stop. Cases like railway accidents, natural calamity, or communal rights, etc. are cases for adjournment motion. How Parliament has control over the national purse. The Parliament passes a budget of a year. The parliamentary control over public finance is exercised primarily through the approval of the union budget. Budget is introduced in the Parliament on the last working day of the month of February. In the month of March, general discussions on budget proposals take place. In the month of April, detailed discussions and voting on demands for grants are made and the budget is passed by the President. What are the judicial powers of the Parliament? Judicial powers and functions of the Parliament are mentioned below. It has the power to impeach the President, the Vice President, the judges of the Supreme Court and the High Court. It can also punish its members or outsiders for the breach of the privilege or its contempt. Breach means if you break the law made by the Constitution. Let us in a crux study what we have learned today. How Parliament can exercise control over executive and legislature. Today's key terms are budget. What is a budget? It is passed by the president. It is a plan of how to spend an amount of money over a particular period of time. Adjourn means to stop, and question R has already been explained in the module. Thank you. Stay home, stay safe.